what for you would you consider the most fulfilling part of being a writer?
And can I request that everybody give me their answers after this too?
Sure.
This is the most excruciating conversation because I have all these interesting people here, and I just like want to hear your answers.
Who's in charge here?
I'm gonna demand answers. So I think for me, it really is when drafting is going well. Nothing feels better than when I like forget I'm writing. That is just the best feeling when you look up and it's kind of gotten dark, but you didn't get up to turn on the lamp. Like that feeling, I think, is what I'm just constantly chasing. And it's the same feeling as reading something you really love, where you forget you're reading and you can't do anything else.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that idea of getting lost in your own story, right? Like that's the way you can get lost in other books. That is a feeling worth chasing. I agree.
That's my favorite part too. I mean, definitely, for sure. And I mean, I know I didn't say this. I'm sure I got it from somewhere, but I think it's like falling in love because it's all you want to just when you have those moments really you just want to get back to your manuscript and that's all you can think about. And like every conversation you're having in real life, you're really thinking about what's going on over here. And it's like the greatest feeling in the world. It's like, I think the thing that keeps us going when I'm like,
yes,
I hate these stupid line edits and what are these questions and why are they asking me this? And then I'm like, it's okay. I'll have another manuscript. I'm going to fall in love again.
Exactly.
I think my answer is like it toggles between two, the most fulfilling part of being a writer. Because when I imagined having a published book, 20 years ago, I imagined that the most fulfilling part would be seeing my name on a book in a store, which is amazing, and hitting the list and the good news. But honestly, I toggle between what you just said, Emily, this like falling down and there they are. You've been looking for them, those people to do this thing for months, and all of a sudden but then on the toggle side, on the other side, it's the writing community and the reading.
Yes.
Right? Like who knew that was waiting? They're the best people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Mary Kay?
I think it's chasing that rush of, the day that you wrote a paragraph, maybe more than a paragraph, where you went, and so that's what you're chasing because you tell yourself, I'll never write that paragraph again.
Yeah.
But maybe if I keep writing over and over and over and over again, I'll write something as good as that. Or maybe, who knows, something even better. And so I think that's sort of what keeps me going is, maybe I could get better at this because I never feel I'm any good at it. I'm riddled with self-doubt and self-loathing. And I was telling them I hit 100,000 words today on my book that's due in 2 weeks. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen. But, when you I wrote a good paragraph, I wrote a good scene yesterday. And so when I went to bed last night, I thought to myself, okay, you did that. You could do that again. You can do that again. So that's for me.
And sometimes you don't know you wrote that great thing you're talking about, Emily and Mary Kay, until you reread it and you're like, oh,
yeah, like it feels like garbage. I mean, even hearing that Zoella essay, we were talking earlier too about like the stress of all of the essays that you have to write before release. And I remember I was on vacation when I was supposed to be writing that, and it was the end of the night and I was just like, I cannot write a single word. I'm like, what is happening to me? I feel sick to my stomach. And so I asked for an extension, and it was like, I had to write 1,000 words or something. And it was like, you would think that I had been asked to like translate the Bible from its like original languages. Just like, this is so much work. And
from the original Aramaic, not even the Greek.
Right. We're going all the way back.
I think it's just sometimes you can't handle one more thing. It's like, I just can't do one more. I can't do anything else.
Yes, 100%.
Kristin, you didn't really answer. What about you?
Yeah.
I think I always forget at the beginning of writing a book how much I can fall into the joy of that journey of writing it. Because I feel so intimidated by that blank page amount that you have to do, or by the fact that you don't really know those characters yet. So I would say one of the things is just getting into the flow of the book and realizing like a complete revelation out of nowhere. Like, oh my gosh, I can do this. Like these characters are speaking to me. I do know this worry. But like you just have that paralyzing fear until you get there, right?
Yeah.
And then I think the other part that's so fulfilling, which I think I had not forgotten about, but I had pushed to the back before getting out physically on the road for a week this year before the Delta variant hit, and suddenly, we're worrying again. But the number of people who come up and tell you in person that like your book spoke to them this way or that way, or even just receiving those emails from people. That's it. Like that reminder of like, okay, that's why we do this, because like this book that I wrote in my little home office could mean something to somebody somewhere. And like, how amazing is that? How lucky are we? How lucky are we all?
We're the luckiest.